Well, another year, another walk-off game-winning field goal by Iowa. It's the Iowa-Nebraska recap, Sean. Man, we have seen this before so many times. Fourth time in the last 7 years, Iowa's won this game on a walk-off field goal.
2018, 2019, and now 2023 and 2024. Back-to-back 13-10 losses. And, man, Iowa just – it's almost like watching the Kansas City Chiefs. They love to kind of play comfortable and then figure it out at the end. And Iowa – did that to Nebraska in this game again. I mean, Nebraska dominated almost every single statistical category other than special teams. And that phase was enough to get things going for Iowa and then finish it off with what, let's face it, a 52-yard kick in this cold. That was not easy. And he made it twice.
Yeah, no question. And here's the thing. The special teams, let's backtrack. You had a missed field goal on a bad snap. And the hold was, I mean, Brian Buschini was just in trouble. Yeah, it was a terrible snap. And then, furthermore, you have the muff punt, which leads to a turnover, which leads to a field goal by Iowa. So special teams gas really turned the table here, the game around.
Well, early on, Nebraska had some shank punts or shortened punts that were 22 and 28 yards. The defense bailed them out of those situations. But the Vincent Shavers fumble, the missed kick off a bad snap, and then Iowa having an edge of about 50 yards in the return game. I mean, those were some of the key inside stats that Nebraska lost this game. You know, if they go up 13-0 after the opening third quarter drive, it really is a different game at that point.
No question about it. What did you see on that last play, Dylan Raiola fumbling? It was one of those that they had to review, and then they confirmed that, yes, it was a fumble.
Because it was confusing. They called it down, then they called it a fumble, then they reviewed that, and they were just going to review it anyway. Bottom line is you got to protect. You got to win up front. And Dylan's got to do a better job of holding the ball there. I mean, that was such a situational moment that you can't have back. And Iowa feast off those moments. And it's just so frustrating if you're a Nebraska fan to see Iowa. Because Nebraska dominated this game, Andy, in every single phase. And Iowa still figured it out. And that just eats at every Nebraska fan right now.
Iowa had 5 first downs, Sean, in the entire game and won the game. They were outgained 170 yards and still won the game. It's unbelievable.
9 punts by Iowa. I mean, that was like their best play. And then obviously the turnover. And gosh, I mean, look, Caleb Johnson made 1 play.
Yep.
And that was the other difference. 72-yard play on essentially what almost looked like a check down.
Yep.
Where, Iowa was almost giving up to punt. And Caleb Johnson just made a play. And you got to give him credit because he is an NFL player, and he made the play that changed this game.
Yeah, Matt Rule now 2-10 in one-score games. All right, what's the future hold?
Well, bowl game, it's hard to say where. I mean, possibly Nashville, Music City Bowl now. Nebraska had a really good chance to go to Tampa. It looks like Iowa's going to go to Tampa to the ReliaQuest Bowl. Signing days, Wednesday. Bowl announcements now, Sunday, the 8th. Transfer portal opens December 9th.
Well, it's going to be an interesting week and an interesting bowl announcement. We'll get that bowl announcement a week from Sunday.